and welcome to a very special episode of AutoToday. We come to you during tough times. Just like you, we are also stuck at home. Our love for riding has come to a screeching halt. All our beautiful motorcycles, our cars are all rendered useless. Now, what does an enthusiast do during these times? Does his love for driving get sacrificed? Well, not from where we see it. In this episode of AutoToday, you will see and you will experience cars which can be driven inside your homes. Even better if you have a lawn to play around. So stay tuned and do not forget to hit that subscribe button because we are going to make you a lot happier. By now you might be aware of the topic of the video already, and let me tell you that you are going to get really interested in all of these. Now let's start with this one, the smallest of the lot. Now this particular model is called a Cheetah and it is available at most online sites these days. Now this is not a really professional RC car, it is mainly something which kids toil around with. However, it is a potent machine. As you can see, it's got full suspension and also it's got off-road tires. However, the problem with this car is that it's a two-wheel drive, so the power is sent to the rear wheels only, as a result of which the actions it can do is far more docile as compared to the other models you will see in the next couple of minutes. However, this car is also a really fun to use machine. The best part about it is that the battery is really powerful and it lasts about 20 minutes on every charge. Unfortunately, the remote control which it comes with is like an on-off button. It's not like a real accelerator you would find in any car, and as a result, when you press the button it hits the top speed, and then when you press the reverse it does the same. Same with the steering movement, it's either left or right. However, this particular vehicle has a lot of capabilities, and as you can see in these videos, it can pass through a lot of tough terrain with ease. These vehicles are available for about 3,000 bucks on Amazon or any of those websites and will be readily delivered to you once the lockdown ends. But this, as I said, is not a serious machine. Now I am sure you must have enjoyed the Cheetah a lot. However, now we are getting into more and more serious stuff. Now this particular model you see here is called a Dromeda. It's a 1:18, that means it's 18 times smaller, and most importantly, this is a more professional model. Now this is based on a short course truck. Now short course trucks, to be precise, are these massive trucks which do Baja and things like that, and they are really good fun. And what Dromeda has tried to do is reincorporate that into this little one. Now why is it more serious than the Cheetah? Let's start one by one. First and foremost, the body feels a lot more realistic. You can see those light bars and things like that, and also the bumper out here, or rather the bull bar up front, is far more stronger. The other thing which makes it really serious are the equipment which is available on board this truck. Now, it comes with 4-wheel drive, and most importantly, it's got a proper servo. What a servo does is, when you turn the remote, if you want to turn the steering wheel or things like that, if you turn it from the remote, it has a gradual movement. So it is not like a on-off, which is the case with the Cheetah. So it's a far more controlled vehicle. You can have a lot more fun in a more controlled manner, tackle obstacles in a more serious way. The only problem with this particular vehicle are the tires. Now these tires, as you saw in the Cheetah, are more off-road biased, but the one which you see here are more on-the-road biased. So what you can do is have a lot more fun on the road, but when you're getting off it, this particular truck tends to get bogged down with dust and muck and things like that. But I seriously like the way this particular truck behaves, and the little small elements like the rear mud flaps, the front mud flaps, and the little antenna which you see on top. This gives it good range, so you can let it go far off, and it also gathers some speed. So overall, this particular truck is a nice gateway into the professional world of remote control. And now we come to the most serious part of this video. What you see in front of me is a Traxxas /4x4. Now, much like the Dromeda you see, this one too is a short course truck. However, this is a very, very serious machine. Why do I say that? Have a look at those tires. Those knobbly tires can grip dirt like crazy. That bull bar up front flexes, so every time you go into the wall, it flexes and saves the vehicle. Do not forget to note the livery, which is actual Traxxas racing truck livery. It's really cool, to drive something like this. But what makes it very, very special is the fact that this Traxxas is a 100% waterproof truck. That means you don't need to be scared if it's raining outside. There's no problem of a short circuit or anything like that. And let me put my hands in front of the camera and show you the suspension. If I press this, you can see the amount of travel this thing offers, and that is primarily because of the suspension. This suspension is a horizontal suspension and not the vertical kinds which you see in general cars. Now, as you can see in the video, the suspension setup is very unique, and what it allows is incredible kind of detailing. You can tune the suspension to the kind of driving you want to do. What the Traxxas also allows is a very complex remote system. Now, the system allows you not only to tune your acceleration, your steering bias, you can also have the power bias. Now, this being a 4x4, you can send 50-50 power distribution. Like if you want to go straight and hammer down the dirt track, you can put it into 50-50 weight distribution and go through it. However, if you want to have a little more fun, as you can see, what you do is switch it to a rear bias. In that case, the differential or rather the electric motor sends more power to the back and less power to the rear, to the front. That means you can do these awesome power slides. And as I told you, the lower part of the car, the chassis construction, is completely flat, so you have nothing to worry about. Even if you go through these rocks, those boulders and things like that, nothing damages this vehicle. It also comes with a rather powerful battery which lasts up to 20 minutes of play. However, once the battery is completely drained out, you need some time to charge it. I am sure you are enjoying seeing the Slash do all the fun bits, and let me tell you that this is a truly fun vehicle to have and really enjoy. The best thing then about it is that there is very little to break. So overall, the Traxxas Slash is the one if you have a kid at home who also wants to have a hand at driving this particular remote control. And now we come to what I hail as the beast of my collection. The remote control car you see in front of me is a highly specialized machine. It is not something which you can hand over to the kids and they can go around thrashing it. The reason behind it is that it is a realistic replication of the short wheelbase Pajero. And as you can see, it looks real. And to be really honest, it also performs like a dream. Let me take you through the specifications first. Let's start with the features. Now, the lights you see there are fully functional. They work like a dream and they really light up the road ahead. This Tamiya XB Pajero also is one of the most revered XB Tamiya models available in the world today. What makes it even more special is that Tamiya has decommissioned this vehicle, and as a result of which you will not get something like this today. It's one of the most classic designs and I just love it. It also comes with 4x4, it comes with nice chunky tires, and it also gets proper 4-wheel drive technology. So it's a shaft drive, there's a shaft, there's a differential, all things, they are like an exact replica of the real deal. And let me tell you that I have taken this Pajero across the country. We've done a fair bit of off-roading. You can see a lot of battle scars on the vehicle, and that is because I enjoy driving this the most. It is beautiful. It is absolute fun. And what makes it even more fun is the way it looks. Just have a look at it. It's such a lovely looking thing. And the body too is a hard body. So the replication, the articulation, all of those things look just perfect. I've also added a lot of extras to this vehicle. So as I told you that Tamiyas are all about specialization. So when you specialize, you get hop-up parts which you can add on to your vehicle. And what I have done is added springs, struts. So this particular XB Pajero is running an aftermarket suspension kit, and as a result of which it's sitting high up. It is sitting higher up than most other XB Pajeros, and it sure looks the part. Have a look at those bumpers also. They look beautiful. I am still in awe of this vehicle. How it drives? Well, like any other Tamiya, this is a dream to drive. It gets all the bells and whistles which you can think about, and what makes it even more special is the controls. The controls are so realistic that when you actually drive this vehicle, it feels like you are driving a real car. Let me show you the steering movements a bit, and you will realize what this thing can do. Now, as I showed you the Cheetah in the first lot, when you turn the steering wheel, it turns one way, on or off. Now let me show you how this works. Have a look. It has a linear motion, and I can make it turn as much as I want. I'm sure you are enjoying having a look at this, but have a look at this. When it starts moving, it comes towards you, and I can just crawl. This mode is primarily for crawling, and when I'm giving it a little bit of throttle, it's going a little bit. It's just not darting through and trying to escape. This is the speciality of the Tamiya. Not to forget that the electric motor is epic. It gives you so much of feedback. The controls, the Katuba radio system which it comes with, also comes with a host of features, and overall the Tamiya is the one to have. Now if you want to have a Tamiya, they were shortly in India and they sold this. And this particular vehicle was priced at 15,000 rupees, and this is not including the parts I have hopped up. So it's an expensive hobby, but let me tell you that the joy you can get out of this kind of a vehicle is insane. It gets a lot of power as well. Told you before, it's not important for you to go out right now. It's tough times. It's really bad times for the whole world, and India is no different. So it was our little endeavor to give you some cheer during this tough time, and I sincerely hope that you have enjoyed every minute of it. The best thing to do right now is to stay home, and that is the only way you will stay safe. Let me also tell you that hit that subscribe button so that you can get all the automotive content and a lot of fun content these days to keep you happy. Best of luck from AutoToday.